What is going on? So you have the Nine of Wands, Two of Swords, the Chariot, the Page of Swords, the Tower, the Knight of Cups, okay, the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Six of Wands. A lot of Mars energy, I'll say that. A lot of Mars energy. The Nine of Wands, the Two of Swords. Okay, so for you Aries, again, a lot of you Aries are really doing a lot of reminiscing. You know what I mean? A lot of reminiscing. Because there's always like cards that represent you Aries reminiscing about, reminiscing about somebody, right? Or just kind of thinking about the person, even though you've already left them alone. You were trying to get to know somebody, you had to leave them because upon questioning, you found out that those people were not who you found out that those people were not who they tried to play it off like they were. And the reason why I say that there's a lot of Mars energy is because the Chariot and the Tower. Tower is ruled by Scorpio, which is traditionally ruled by Mars. And Scorpio is also ruled by Pluto, Mars first, then Pluto, but also the Chariot. Because even though the Chariot represents Cancer crabs, specifically, there's Mars energy in with this. So with this energy, so it's the placement of Mars and Cancer crabs, right? So you Aries being ruled by Mars anyway. So a lot of Mars energy, right, in the first place. So a lot of you Aries, you were questioning this person because the Chariot very much so speaks to about how you try to get to know somebody or the people that you find yourself associating with, friends, family, romantic relationships, anyone that you call yourself personally associating yourself with, you giving those people you're questioning them. You're trying to find out who they are. You're looking at them. You're actually doing some sort of, not a long-term investigation. You're not like the police or something like this, even though Mars energy it does kind of represent the police, but more so specifically the military. But point that I'm trying to make here is that you're investigating them, and then you find out that those people are not who you thought that they were. You were trying to get to know them. You thought, you were trying to see if there's any kind of chemistry between the two of you, and you gave them a try, but you found out that those people were trying too hard. They were chameleons. They were trying a little bit too hard. They wanted to get you to like them so much to the point where they forgot to be themselves. So now the Page of Swords and the Tower is about how, and now when you decided to cut them off, right? Or I should say, before that, when you decided to actually give them, when you decided to question them, find out a little bit more about themselves, more about them, they may have said certain things or done certain things that was disrespectful, that was off, that was, you know what I mean, that was a low blow, so to speak. Something to where those people said something about your past potentially, or they may not have necessarily known in detail about your past, but maybe they said, see, that's why nobody wants to hang out with you, or whatever the case may be. Something stupid like that. I've heard that type of stuff myself, where people tell me that's the reason why nobody likes you. Then when you ask these people, okay, how come nobody likes me? Then they won't go ahead and tell me the answer. They it's, oh, you know what I'm saying? That's why it is that nobody likes you or whatnot. It's like, oh, okay, it couldn't be the jealousy. It couldn't be the envy, could it? Because all it is that I try to do at the end of the day for my loved ones is help them. And, these stupid ingrates, the ones who are too stupid to understand that, these stupid ingrates, then they call themselves turning on the very same person in their corner. That's how delusional they are. But that's the same type of mentality that they'll have with you, right? The idea of That's something, they've said something to that effect. That's the reason why it is that nobody wants to hang out with you, you Aries. Right? And then they call themselves playing games with you. Now I'm going to go ahead, stop talking to you Aries first and cut communication. The Knight of Cups. You Aries are like, whoo, good riddance. What were you doing here? Bye. Right? Walking off, moving forward, whatever, right? You didn't want them in the first place like that. You did, but then when you found out, let's make one thing clear. You did want them. But then when you found out that those people were being dysfunctional, you were off that because you couldn't trust them, because a person should not have to even try hard to get the person to like them, because you're covering up certain things about yourself, which means that in the future, you can switch up, which is whack, because who would want that? So then the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords represents, again, you just knew that that was a terrible situation waiting to happen. You knew that. And you, Aries, knew that this was something that you did not want to participate in. You did not want to continue to get to know them. You are moving forward from these people. These people want to make it seem like, oh, they brought so much value in your life. You just only started to get to know them fairly soon. It wasn't like it was something where you and this person was together for like 6 months, a year and a half. They were that attached to you already. Imagine if a year would have went by. These people would have been obsessed. You know what I'm saying? These people would have been stalking you. These people would have been following you. So, and the thing is that the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords, here they are again talking smack. Oh, that's why. Now, it goes to show you how confused they are. They're trying to dub you before you dub them, but then it's, I'm gonna keep texting you, I'm gonna keep calling you, I'm gonna dub you, I'm dubbing you, but I'm gonna call you, I'm gonna text you, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do whatever. I'm gonna do X, Y, Z, all this other type of stuff. And it's like, you stupid. Because again, you knew how fake they were, and all this is doing is just reconfirming for you. It's just proving it even more. You're just going deeper down that rabbit hole, how fake those people actually are. Why are they sitting up there getting so bent out of shape about you not wanting to hang out with them? If they knew that they were real, they would either move on or show you a little something, or both. They shouldn't have anything to prove, because you know why? Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords. They have something to prove. They want to make it difficult on you. It's not enough to where the two of you can just end the relationship like that. No, the two of y'all, they got to make it difficult on you. They over here talking wild smack. That's why it is that nobody wants to hang around you. You, Aries, was ugly anyway. See the way which is not true. I know a lot of Aries people, and a lot of y'all are very attractive. Like I said before, Stephanie Cohen, aka Steffi Cohen, fine, if you ask me. Very fine, if you ask me. But that's neither here nor there. The Ace of Swords and the Six of Wands now represents. So again, this is nothing new. You know what I mean? This is not the first time that you Aries have heard this. People say that you're ugly and that nobody wants to hang around you and all this other type of stuff. Right, and people want to hang out with those people, right? They had to lie about so much real key details about themselves, or cover it up, or not mention it, because of the fact that they were embarrassed about their past, but yet they got the audacity and the unmitigated gall, the guts to tell you that's why it is that you're unattractive and nobody wants to hang out with you. But this is the reason why it is to give y'all some game, this is the reason why it is that I say that people shouldn't really be talking too much smack about the people who they wanted to date unless it's true. They really shouldn't be talking too much smack and being dishonest, because at one point you were going out with that person, or you wanted it, or you wanted to. So that makes you look stupid for you to be out here. Oh, that's why it is that you Aries is trash. Yeah, but they wanted to hang out with trash, according to them, which is you. So wouldn't that make them a hobo, right? Homeless, right? Anyway, lack of consistency, y'all. Lack of, Let's clarify the Six of Wands. Three of Wands, Queen of Swords, the Fool, Five of Wands. Right. You're done. You wanted to walk away in the first place. They was the ones that was trying to make it difficult. The Fool, the Five of Wands, and it doesn't seem like they're going to be done. They're not going to be done for a while. Texting you, talking randomly, talking about how you ain't this and you ain't that. Meanwhile, you haven't said a word back to them in 2, 3, 4, 5 years. 5 years will go back, will go by. They haven't figured it out yet.